How many of you would like to make $5,100 without writing one single word? Yes. You see, if you're focused in the right direction, if you understand where the money is not in selling books. The money is using a book to generate huge revenue. Let me show you one way to do that. This lady here is, I mentioned to her before, Joe Turner. One of the things that I recommend you all do is once you understand what your book is going to be about, find people who also want to get in front of your readers, who don't compete with you. And so if I was an estate agent, I would get a mortgage broker, I would get a lawyer, I would get a moving company, I would get a painting company, and I would sell ads in the back of the book. Look at this. You see, you could easily find 5 or 10 people to buy an ad in the back of your book. This lady raised $45,000 in book sales before she had written a word. Now, you have to know how to do it. You have to have a marketing material. You need a media kit. You need to have a good offer. We show you exactly how to do that. The exact template she used is what we give you. But don't tell me you can't do this. Why couldn't you do this? This is an easy thing for you to do. There's other people who don't compete with you, and what you do is you sell them a page of advertising. You know how much it is? You tell them, you got to buy 100 copies of my book. I'm going to physically give you 100 copies of my book, but your ad is going to be in my book for the life of the book. Can you imagine? What do you do for a living, sir? You're a trainer. So you're going to write a book designed to help what kind of people? Just tell me.
Designed to help my clients.
What type of clients do you work with?
Mostly corporate clients.
Corporate clients. Okay, so let's give them a hand. That's the book. So have a seat. Let's give them a hand. Now, does anybody here sell to corporate clients any services to a company or a corporation? Let me see your hands. What do you sell, sir? You sell software. So if there was an opportunity for him to put an ad about your software in his book, and you would be the only software company in the back of the book, and all you had to do is buy 100 copies of his book, and you could give them away after, would you be open to that idea? No. It's an easy thing to do because you position this as a very unique, prosperous, high prestige way for him to advertise in a book. You know where I got this idea? I was the first guy to ever come up with this idea 25 years ago because I was watching the Jerry Seinfeld show. You know how Seinfeld has on his fridge the boxes of cereal? That is known as product placement. So you could place on TV your product inside a TV show like Jerry Seinfeld, and you'll pay millions. Or for just a few dollars, you could put an ad in the back of the book, and I'm going to give you 100 books. We have 6 ways in which you can generate revenue from a book before you write one word. Now, let me tell you this. If you take money for a book, you have to deliver the book. It's the law in Singapore. But if you take the money, you will. Another idea that you could do is you could sell a bonus chapter. This lady is a financial planner in Florida. She wrote this very thin little book, 80 pages, on how seniors could avoid being taken financially. I said to her, why don't you sell a bonus chapter at the back of the book? She said, what do you mean? I said, go to a law firm and tell them that they could submit one chapter in the back of the book, and then they could have, in essence, a whole chapter to contribute. Now, it has to be good content. It can't be just a big brochure. It has to be good content to add value to the book. And for a law firm, to spend $7,000, $10,000 is nothing. One client they paid for themselves. And so there are lots of different techniques that you could do to raise the money to pay for all of the cost to do this. I've just given you 2 or 3 very simple ones. We cover 6 of them in detail in my boot camp. How many of you like that idea, making money before you get any words written? You remember, though, you have to finish the book if you take money, huh?